Welcome everyone to the IPAC Canada Essentials of Infection Prevention and Control course. This is your course orientation video. My name is Heather Candon. I'm one of the course coordinators, and Jane Vantone is the other course coordinator. When you have technical challenges with the course, or you're not sure who to ask to get answers, or if you have registration issues, generally you can email Jane and myself, and we can be reached at the basicde@ipac-canada.org email address as seen on the screen here. The other option to reach us is using the quick mail function within the platform that is used for the course, and I'll show you that in just a bit, how to actually access the course quick mail function. Just want to point out that each module has a course facilitator, and their email address will be posted on the module site on the module landing page. So you'll see their name as well as their email address. All course-related content and evaluation questions should be directed to them. And as I said, anything more technical related or registrations, things of that nature, those would come to Jane and myself as the course coordinators. When you land on the course landing page, depending on what module you are in, you will always see on the left-hand side in the navigation pane something called Course Dashboard. This is where you access quick mail. Once you've clicked on Course Dashboard, scroll down the screen a little bit and you will see Compose New Email. Click that link and that will take you to all the email addresses of all the students, instructors, and facilitators within the course. You can select who you want to receive the email and pull their name over into the email, and if you scroll down a bit within that frame, you'll be able to type out your email and hit send. And that's how you send an email using quick mail within the course. So we're going to talk a little bit about course structure. The course itself is set up with 6 modules, and they're broken down into individual units. Each module represents a specific topic or competencies that infection control practitioners must have. The modules can move quickly depending on the content and what your familiarity with the content might be. So microbiology might seem like a quick module to those that might not have a background in that. So it is imperative that you stay on top of the due dates and you know when evaluations are coming up. Evaluations for each module can consist of assignments, quizzes, group work, discussions, and each module has a final exam. In some instances, you will be doing group work assignments, so it is very important that you get familiar with your group. You will be involved in discussions in several modules with your group, so it's important that you become familiar with them and comfortable working as a group. All evaluations do need to be submitted on time. It is very hard with the number of students that we have in the course to allow for extensions and whatnot, because you are working as a group. In some instances, as I said, it's challenging to allow those extensions. The passing grade for each module is considered 65%, so something to keep in mind as you're navigating through the course. When you first enter into the course, you're going to click on My Courses at the top right of your screen. It'll bring you to the screen that is displayed at the moment, where it says Profile on the left with the arrow pointing to it. We want you to click on Profile and upload your picture as well as a short biography about yourself. Once you've entered into the course, the navigation pane on the left will say, What group am I in? Click on that link. That will take you to a list of all the groups within the course, and you'll be able to identify what group you're in for future discussions as well as assignments and things of that nature. Please get familiar with everyone in your group. You'll be working with everyone as a cohort as you move through the course. If your name is not listed in these groups, get a hold of the course coordinators and let us know, and we'll ensure you're assigned to a group. There are specific texts that infection control practitioners should have access to with general day-to-day practice. As part of the course, you can make it through the course without having a reference text, but I would strongly recommend that you need to get access to either Redbook. There's various versions of Redbook as well. It doesn't have to be the most up-to-date. You can find it on Amazon and order it. Having access to Redbook is very useful as you navigate through the course. Or Hayman's Control of Communicable Diseases is another manual. Redbook and Hayman are very similar, just slightly different in the way they present data, but overall one or the other is fine. As an infection control practitioner, if you plan to stay on as an infection control practitioner, you would want to have access to an APIC text online, although this is an expensive option, but it is useful when you're practicing as an ICP. So all the coursework that you're going to be completing, you should be providing some level of referencing. We we will not accept anybody who's copying and pasting directly from websites or course notes. You can paraphrase definitely from some of these resources, but you need to provide a reference. We're not particular about what style of referencing you use. It could be APA, whatever you want. You could just literally copy and paste a link of where you gleaned the information from. Just ensure that you're not copying and pasting, and again, that you're paraphrasing. It really needs to be in your own words. So just keep in mind as well, Wikipedia, it definitely has its place, but it really shouldn't be used as a primary resource, and it's not always a reliable reference. But overall, it's a good place to actually go learn quick and dirty on a topic, just if you need to get some background on something. So Wikipedia definitely has its place, but again, any referencing needs to be from reliable sources, and you need to paraphrase, so no copying and pasting. So there is limited flexibility for extensions in the course or not meeting deadlines. So the course moves along module by module. Each module is broken down almost like a mini course. And you are doing group work in some areas, you're doing discussions as well, so it can be challenging to get extensions. We strongly recommend that you stay attuned to due dates and knowing when things need to be submitted, and you ensure that you're managing your time appropriately. We have posted some study tips that are available under the course information link on the navigation pane to the left of your screen when you're on the landing page. Basically, everything is open book. So all the evaluation methods used in the course allow you to have access to the course notes. You can search the internet. You have access to your reference text we described if you order one. So everything's open book. And the course is set up that you're evaluated in that manner, and questions are asked so that we can actually assess your understanding and evaluate that way. Be selective in your reading. So a time management tip would be, you don't need to read every single course reading that is assigned. Some of the readings are very long, so just be selective in what you're reading. It's important that as ICPs, you at least know where to get information from. So that these practice documents exist. You don't have to read all 300 pages of a practice document, but if you know that it exists and you know where to get that information. So you don't actually need to read everything. So finally, want to make sure that you're completing Module 1, Unit 1.1. This is a mandatory exercise within this unit, and Jane and I will be hounding you to make sure you complete it, but just make sure you post a picture as well as a brief profile so that all the students within the course know who you are and a bit about you. With remote learning, it can be nice to actually know who you're working with on a frequent basis. So make sure you update those pieces, and Jane and I will be looking to make sure that's complete. So good luck with this year's course. Enjoy. Things move fast. Again, just really be sure that you stay on top of the evaluation components and the due dates. Good luck.